Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Before we get started, I hope you had a great day and I appreciate you giving me a few minutes of your time today because I know time is a precious commodity that we don't get back. So before we get started with today's conversation, I just want to let you know that this is for educational purposes only and this is not a substitute for individualized professional services or advice, okay? So today we're going to talk about B. B is for bathing and boundaries and dignity. Caregiving made simple, day 2. Welcome back. These are the ABCs of caregiving. So yesterday we talked about aging in place. Today we're going somewhere that families don't want to talk about. And that is B for bathing, boundaries, and dignity. Now here's the question that I want to pose to you. Why won't mom or dad bathe or take a shower? Before we say they're being stubborn, they won't listen, or they're just flat out refusing, I want you to ask another question. I want you to ask why. Because behavior often has a reason behind it. Imagine this. You've been bathing yourself for 60, 70 years. You've closed the bathroom door because you want to. You've had your privacy. You've decided when you want to shower or bathe, how you want to shower or bathe, and what you want to wear. And suddenly, somebody's telling you what to do. They're telling you when it's time to bathe, what to put on. How do you think that would make you feel? Yeah. So today, I want to give you a few things to consider. Number one, the big one is fear of falling. The last thing we ever want our loved one to do is fall because that can have a cascade and change a bunch of things. The bathroom can feel very scary when mobility or balance has changed. Wet floors, getting into the shower, getting in and out, stepping up, stepping over, standing for long periods of time. Sometimes what looks like refusing to bathe may actually be, I'm afraid I'm going to fall. Now that's a completely different problem. We also want to talk about pain or physical difficulties. Think about everything that's involved in a shower. It requires a lot of movement. Standing, reaching, bending, lifting your arms, getting dressed afterwards. Something that can be very simple to us may be very exhausting or uncomfortable for someone else. So the third thing we're going to talk about is privacy. Your loved one may simply be embarrassed, and that's understandable. Age does not erase our modesty or our need for privacy, and it certainly does not erase the need for dignity. Number 4, cognitive or sensory changes. For some people, especially those experiencing cognitive changes, the bathroom experience itself can be confusing and very frightening. The water temperature, noise, reflections, being cold, not understanding what's happening. That is when families may need guidance from the person's healthcare team about what's going on and what kind of assistance they can use and what's available, what's appropriate. Number 5, we don't want to turn this into a battle where we're forcing them or they feel like we're forcing them, because that's going to be uncomfortable for them and for you. Sometimes we get so focused on accomplishing the task that we do forget the person. So we need to slow down and ask questions. Give the person choices when it's appropriate. Now maybe, would you rather get ready to shower? Sorry, let me rephrase that. Maybe asking, would you rather get ready now or after breakfast? Maybe asking it that way instead of saying, you have to do this right now. There's a difference between helping someone and controlling someone. And this brings me to the second B, boundaries. Caregiving requires boundaries on both sides. Boundaries on the caregiver's part and boundary on the person that's being cared for. Your loved one deserves privacy, choices, and respect. And family and caregivers need boundaries too. There may be things you're uncomfortable doing. You may have never bathed mom or dad, and now there's a need for that because they need help. There may be things that you're physically not capable of doing safely. There may be situations where professional assistance is needed. You don't have to pretend to do everything. And now we get to the word that connects the entire conversation, dignity. Whether someone is 6, 60, 80, or 100 years old, they deserve dignity. So always knock before you enter their personal space. Explain what you're doing, ask their permission to touch them, give them choices when possible, and protect their privacy. Don't always talk about the person as though they're not sitting right there. And allow people to do what they can still safely do themselves. That's important. Caregiving does not always mean I'll do it for you. Sometimes caregiving means I'll be here to let you do what you can, and I'll support you. That's independence. So here's today Caregiving Made Simple challenge. If someone you love has started resisting bathing, grooming, or another personal care routine, don't immediately label them as difficult. Ask yourself, what might this person be trying to communicate? Are they afraid? Are they in pain? Are they embarrassed of undressing in front of me? Are they confused? Do they have a loss of control? Then start the conversation from there. And when the situation requires hands-on or personal medical assistance beyond what you can safely do or provide, talk with the appropriate licensed healthcare and home care professional. Know your limits, know their needs, and protect their dignity. Now tomorrow we're moving to C, and C is at the heart of my business. C is for companionship. We're going to answer another important question. Can someone independent still be lonely? Absolutely. And we're going to talk about it. My name is Demita. I'm the owner and founder of Two's Company Companion Care and Servants Who Care. This is Caregiving Made Simple, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And again, I thank you so much for your time. I know that time is a very precious commodity that we don't get back, and I don't take it lightly that you choose to give me a few minutes of your day. If anything here resonated with you, please feel free to share it with a family, friend, or loved one, because we are going to be going from A to Z, all the letters of the alphabet, and just giving little tips, little hints, asking questions, new eyes, new ears, a new way to look at things for your family member or loved one. You may have parents that are not there yet where they need assistance, and that's great. But as I said in the beginning, we're all going to get older, and we all may need some help at some point, and there's no shame in asking for help. So I want you to remember that a mustard seed is all I need. All we need is just a little bit of faith, just a little bit of action, and that can make all the difference. I hope that you're able to tune back in with me every night for this 26-day series, but especially on Thursday, because I'm excited about it. I'm going to be going over an emergency kit. We're going to look at what's required or suggested by FEMA. And we're also going to talk about some additional items that you can put in your kit based on if you're packing for children, elderly adults with physical limitations, and so forth. So Thursday night is when we're doing the letter E, and we're going to talk about our emergency bag. But we'll be going through this every day with the letters of the alphabet. Thank you again for your time. I appreciate you. Initially, I was going to record this live, but I did work today, and now I have some volunteer activities that I have to do this evening. So I wanted to keep my word and go ahead and post this. So I will be uploading this video, but please feel free to go ahead and put a question or comment in the chat. Please feel free to like and subscribe. And if you know anyone that can benefit from this information, please feel free to share it. Thank you again. God bless you. Give yourself a hug, and I hope that you have a blessed night. I hope you've had a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.